Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Last Dream World Unknown. So, we're going to try something a little weird. This may be a complete waste of time. I have no idea. But, I am very curious to see if it's actually possible to just go through here without bringing anybody else. Because there is an actual sense of progress. So, I mean, that does kind of feel like maybe we can actually do this, right? I certainly plan on giving it a try. Now, I may end up using the, various things to increase speed. Either actually, increasing the speed of the video. Or, if I hold one of my buttons, I can make things go by a little faster. And I will probably be doing that. Notice this thing, animations are a little faster. It should get us through a lot of the slow animations a little quicker. And, yeah, I'm curious. One, half of me wants these guys to actually get harder. Half of me is perfectly happy with them being at the level they are. The rate that we are chewing through them does humor me a little bit. And the fact that we're chewing through our levels as quick as we are is also humorous. So, relative to the power level we're at now, these guys are easier than the creatures in Mount Agni. Because it's only taking us, one round of attacks to do it. And we come kind of close to being able to take them down before the ICBM gets involved. Of course, the fact that the ICBM is no longer is now the last thing in there does have a bit of an effect on that. So we're chewing through these at a pretty nice rate. I'd like to see if maybe they can get a little more challenging. But for now, it's basically a lot of the same. I feel like if you truly couldn't get through this, then it would just be fight after fight without this show of progression. That seems reasonable, right? So, we'll see where we sit at the 20-minute mark. We're just about out of the gate area. So maybe we could, maybe have more fights at once. I don't know, because they're more, not more spread out. They're about the same density. And they cover a wider area. So, we could fight more at once, or is to advance to one, we have to fight 3 groups. No idea. And, our XP is so wildly out of whack now. I don't even know what's going on with it. I've got... Actually, Jareth is pulling ahead. He's a full level ahead of everybody else. And do I actually have items that are managing to stack onto him, or... What exactly, I wonder? Or maybe just things worked out so he's further along, who knows. Alright. We're out of that section, so let's see what happens when we defeat this group. Also a lovely way to restock our magic potions. Now the potentially difficult part as we progress... Ooh, okay, we've got a little bit more. Look a little tougher as well. But we can't boost up between fights. So that's a thing. Alright, so we're going to have slightly larger fights. Let's see. Dark Human Elite Guard. Dark Elf Guard. So I was a little worried it was going to have to be fight 3 groups, advance. Fight 3 groups, advance. I mean, I still don't know how long this will take. So I assume the ones in, all black are the elves. Because the goblin's obvious, typically humans are your more armored types, so. And I see a vague hint of a pointed ear, though it would have to be on the helmet, so a pointed ear helmet. I'm quite pleased with the way. I mean, this video may be a lot of just me going, I'm quite pleased with how this is going. This would probably have been the video to discuss, what's going on for Thanksgiving and all of that. Of course, I'm not certain how poignant that is, considering, for you folks, Thanksgiving's already passed, so how about we go this route? How was your all's Thanksgiving? The problem with this whole posing a question in a video is, I don't know what you're saying. So it's a little hard to have a reasonable conversation. It's, well, I mean, it's a monologue rather than a dialogue. That is, I don't know if I would say quite the point of a video, but that is rather how they work. So, we'll be saying so a lot as I try to transition to something else. And so is one of my thinking words. I think filler words is actually what it's called. I'm trying to think of something else, so I go, so. I'll say so normally, but just when it's so, I draw it out, and so it's a little longer. And I don't have to think about new words as I try to figure out what exactly I'm going to transition to talk about. Similarly when you kind of draw out your words and extend time so that you're not just pausing awkwardly between all the words. I'm very interested in this whole... Okay, so it's the same... Oh, no, that card is red. I don't know if that makes a difference, but... Still said Dark Elf Guard, but... Maybe as... Or Elite Guard. Did it say Elite Guards before? Maybe it didn't. Oh, no, that... Maybe they just have color variations. Because that's an Elite Guard. Elf Guard, rather, and... I don't know. Maybe it's some combination... I mean, they do have a combination of colors there, so... And everybody's Elite, so... Yeah, I guess they just have... I've never really noticed color variations in multiples of the same type of creature before. Have they done that for other creatures, or is that... Dark Human. Well, okay, one of those red ones is just a regular one. And so maybe the red ones are just regulars. And I just hadn't caught on to it yet. That does mean that it takes longer to go through all that. So I've been fighting Elite most of the time. Why are we starting to get regulars? I'm kind of sad, actually. So this is going to be the same thing. We've got two... See the Alpha's regular? Okay. So is the idea here that we're actually getting through their more veteran soldiers? And these are the guys that just... I mean, usually hang around the back. I'd love it if I could look ahead, see how far I have to go, and see if this is a completely ridiculous idea. At the very least, I know Brian hasn't tried this. I don't know, maybe other people have. Surely someone has, of course. But, people who have recorded it and uploaded it to YouTube. That's at least a smaller number. I haven't actually seen all that many. There's, of course, myself. There was Dr. Brian Logan 11, and I think Syndrel recently, finished it. Or at least it's very close to the end. Cannot recall. And I think there's like a few others, but there's really not a huge number of people playing this game. I mean, it does also mean there's not as many people interested in watching it, so it's kind of a mixed bag there. But, if you're someone who wants to watch this, it's a much smaller field of people to watch. Just as a reminder, if you're wondering why the speed might be a little irregular, You can hold down a button, in my case it would be select, to basically just double the speed, and actually just doubles the frame rate entirely. So, you know, it might give things issues catching up. But I try to avoid doing it on video, but I occasionally end up doing it in between, like, when I'm technically recording, but stuff you all didn't see, like a lot of those filler fights. So I don't expect it to cause too many issues. And update, progressing along quite well. I'm missing a little more than I would like to. I mean, these guys, it doesn't really matter that I'm not paralyzing them. Maybe it won't matter. We are getting to the point where I might want to... Yeah, I'm not even getting time to... What am I doing? I'm not even getting time to regen my MP off of just the automated regen that I think almost everybody has. So we'll have to look into that here in a bit. Maybe... Okay, so... You... will do Zeal. You... I mean, the sleep is kind of nice, but... I think we can skip that. I just want an MP gain for everybody. So it'll be one of my fish, right? And it's up a little bit. 100% MP, no, one ally, HP for entire party. Yeah, that'll be fine and dandy. Oh, wrong attack. We want slash and grab. Oh, can't use that. What does I usually use here? I don't know. What my megaton explosion? Seems reasonable. No. ICBM, that's it. Managed to forget. Alright. So, Soreliel should be able to get that off, no problem. I'm willing to bet her attack isn't explicitly... Yeah, she doesn't usually attack. So, unless her casting, her thing is nowhere near that important. And I know I've already fought all of these, so I can go ahead and just 3, see if that makes a difference. See if I can catch them, like, a little quicker. Of course, get Silent Strike. Still. Maybe if there's less misses, I could have saved an attack. Of course, it would be saving Sid's attack, so... You know, the one with practically infinite MP. Not sure that does me much good. There we go, okay. Still, though, it's a little bit of time saved. A minuscule amount of time, but it is a bit of time saved. But I've certainly scanned everybody. I'm kind of sad they don't have any dwarves, though. Because we know there are dark dwarves. I came really close to being able to finish them with just 2 of us. If I could maybe do that, like, maybe if there's no misses. I've gained quite a few levels here, haven't I? But I could possibly, well, I can't do it until I get through all this. So, but maybe I will want to bump accuracy so I can a little more reliably hit her buddy. Well, no, those guys are just tougher. I didn't miss there, so never mind. Oh, it stopped scrolling. We might just make it through. I am hopeful. Maybe we'll get to, like, fight a special boss or something. I don't know. I'm extremely interested in what, if anything, happens. Now, we may get through all this and be like, oh, nope, sorry, there's like millions more. And, we're just teasing. So, I mean, it did warn us, you know, it kind of gave us the sense that they might be endless. But I want to test that premise. I don't want to accidentally, like, the worst thing would be to accidentally retreat, get like the almost last retreat, because it drives me all the way out of here. And when I re-enter their back, oh, that'd be horrible. We're just about through there. I've got a fair bit of levels. I mean, maybe this would have been... Maybe this is... Actually, this probably is a really good way to level. Like, even now, it's doing pretty darn good. Rather than, you know, the just running all around. Because we can exit anytime we want. And if we're not actively trying to get through them, what does it matter, right? And... Now, I wonder, if I take them down, will they stay down? Okay, what's going to happen here? No help necessary. We got in all by ourselves. That is awesome. Alright, so I'm going to cut this one really short. I'm really pleased with having gotten that achievement. I just want to check out. Excuse me, I chose achievements, right? Like... Excuse me? Ah, missing NPCs there. We've... So... few. Wow, we've got like between 50 and 75%. And that last was like 95, 98. Okay, so where is... This ain't happening. You want encounter rate higher than rare? So remember, saves or specific save options. Yeah, let's know what that's happening. Where? Like, there should be... Ah, I've got to be on hard or higher difficulty to do this one. Good lord. I mean, it's just so long. And I don't care achievements that much. Defeat the limits at low. Dark Castle, Tower of Pestilence. Can I get in the Tower of Pestilence? I'm not sure. Oh well, where is... Oh! I have the target. Okay, this is one. As with Stony Military, clear the courtyard outside the Shadow Fort. So that's gonna one or the other, right? Now, how do I get late to the party? Interesting. I actually still have to go to the place with the zombies. That's it. But anyways, I haven't gotten through there. I'm very pleased with that. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode really early because I don't want to like run this super long with dealing with these guys. And again, you know, got a lot of work to do, a lot of cooking to do for Thanksgiving. So, I do hope you enjoyed. I apologize for the shorter than usual episode. In general, a lot of my most recent episodes have been a fairly short. I mean, after the ridiculously long episode, they were short. Anyways, either way, I do hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, if you want to see more of Last Dream World Unknown, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. But until next time, catch you later.